The important things you should know about toxic people. And let's start with them making you feel, right? Like there is something wrong with you. Like there is something broken inside of you. Like everything is always your fault. They never, ever, ever want to entertain the possibility that they could be wrong. Even if you're wrong, they don't want to entertain the possibility that they are also wrong. See, you're not trying to get them to think you're right and they're wrong, but you just want them to acknowledge that they can be wrong or that they are wrong, but they don't even want to acknowledge it. But you've acknowledged that you know you've made mistakes. You've done some things that are wrong. You've said some things that are wrong. So with toxic people, they never want to compromise. They don't want to just think there is a possibility, there's a world out there where they are wrong. There's a universe where they haven't been their best self. They haven't been the kindest. Even when you are also acknowledging that, they would just not even give that kind of thinking a chance, you know? And they also take things out on you. They have this entitlement to just lash out at you, this rage at you, because they feel entitled to just get angry at you and blame everything on you. And this kind of ties into conversation about narcissists, where they blame everything on you and you become the scapegoat. They put everything on you and they make you like a beast of burden. They make you the scapegoat, the beast, where they put all their anger, all their blame, all their responsibilities and expectations. They put it all on you. All their sins, they put it all on you. It's no wonder that the word narcissist is synonymous with toxic, because a narcissist shows the behavior of a toxic person, and a toxic person is usually gonna be a narcissist. They will use you to feed their ego and their fantasies. They will use you to feed the idea of who they believe they are. So back to them lashing out on you, they literally blame you for everything. Whether it's your fault or not, you are blamed for it. When it's your fault, you can understand it, but this is the thing, even when things are your fault, it's the way they go about blaming you for it. It's as if you have committed some sort of murder, some sort of like, as if you have literally blown the entire earth up, or you've split it into two. They exaggerate. See, when you've done nothing wrong, they act as if you have done something wrong when you haven't. And when you've made a mistake and done something wrong, they act as if you have literally picked the whole world up and dropped it on their head. And another thing is that if you've ever wondered, why you have no respect for toxic people or narcissists, it's because you know deep down in your soul that they are weak, that they are abusive and highly manipulative, and they are very weak. And if you're also wondering why you sometimes think, what the hell is going on in your head, because you can't understand how you know they're weak, but they still make you feel bad. They make you think there's something wrong with you. This is what I know it to be, and that is, they are weak because they literally get everybody they can find to come at you, including themselves. Imagine that. They get everybody they know, everybody you know, everybody you both know, in your friendship groups, in your family, wherever that may be. It may be in a professional environment. They get everybody you know, they know, everybody you both know, and they come at you, right? And you know deep down, you only do things like that when you know you cannot take on the other person by yourself. Good for you. You are so powerful, so strong. They are willing to go to the trouble of getting everybody against you, even the people that they know are close to you, because they know that will hurt more when the people who are close to you are against you, or the people that you both know are against you, so that you can feel alone and betrayed. So they go through all that trouble. You don't respect them, and you know they're weak, but somehow you still feel like, you know they're weak, but why did they make you feel so low, so bad? It's not because they're strong. They're not powerful at all. They're not powerful. They're not strong. You feel low because you feel the pressure of a lot of people being against you, but you still know that they are weak because they have to get people to be against you in the first place. Please let that sink in. You know they're weak because they have to get a lot of people to come against you, right? They have to get a lot of people against you. And if you ever wonder why you know they're weak but you still feel like they're powerful more than you, it's because they're getting a lot of people against you. See, the thing that they do that makes them come across as powerful and confident and strong is also the thing that makes them weak. Them feeling the need to get a lot of people to come at you, against you, that thing that makes them come across as if they are powerful because there's a lot of people behind them, right? That thing which is them going out of their way to get a bunch of people against just you, that thing that makes them feel like they are in control, that makes you think they are powerful because they've got a whole army of people behind them, that is also what lets you know that they are weak, because they have to get a whole army against you in the first place. Damn. What can I say? You are that powerful. You are that strong. You are that, whatever word you want to put in there. You are that person. You are. They're using a whole lot of people against you. You are that impressive. If you have ever wondered, are you a toxic person? Most likely. You know what? Before I tell you, ask yourself this. Every toxic person you've come across in your life, in any area of your life, friends, family, professional environment, anywhere, ask yourself this. Have they ever laid at home at night thinking? Or do you think they have ever laid home at night and thought to themselves, are they being horrible towards you? Ask yourself another question. Have you ever thought to yourself, did you say or do anything that may have offended them? You've probably assessed yourself, criticized yourself, and thought maybe you could do better. Have they ever done that? Most probably they haven't. They most probably have not. Now, this is how you're gonna know the difference between a toxic person and a non-toxic person. As you know, you already know this. A toxic person will not take accountability. They won't acknowledge they could be wrong. They won't even entertain that thought. They won't think about it. But you would, because you don't want to be disrespecting people left, right, and center. You don't want to be like unpleasant towards them. And the biggest reason, before I get to that, the biggest way to know that you are not a toxic person, because that's probably why you're watching this video, right? The biggest way you can know you're not a toxic person, I will let you know very soon. But before we get to that, just ask yourself this. Have you ever apologized for your mistake? Have you ever acknowledged what you've done wrong, while the other person or people haven't? Have you ever gone out of your way to make the other understand you mean no harm? Most probably you have done these things. Now, back to the biggest way to know that you're not a toxic person, because a toxic person, as we know, doesn't care, doesn't take accountability, doesn't acknowledge they could be wrong. The biggest way to know that you are not a toxic person is, and it's right in front of you, the fact that you are watching and listening to me speak. That's right. A toxic person doesn't actually care if they're toxic or not. It is who they are, or who they want to be, and they've been that person for a long time, and they don't care. In fact, they don't even think they are toxic, and they don't care. They just don't even think about it. See, it's one thing to think about it and be like, I don't care. It's another thing to think about it and care, but it's a whole other thing to not even think about it at all. That's right. They don't even listen. That word, toxic, they will not think. Maybe they could be that, and maybe they should watch this video so that they will not be that anymore. They don't even care. The fact that you are watching this video, well done, good for you, because you want to know if you are being something that doesn't help your fellow humans, so that you can stop doing that thing if you are doing that thing, so you can stop speaking a certain way if you were speaking a certain way. See, wanting to improve is a huge thing, because even if you don't have the resources available, you're going to make sure you find it. So the fact that you want to improve, that means you will make sure you are a good person, a great person, the best person you can be, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. And being the best person for the people around you doesn't always mean doing something. Sometimes it means just not doing the wrong thing and not trying to like disrespect them. It could just mean living your life. Doing things isn't always the best way to be. Sometimes doing nothing is good too, because you're not adding to the bullshit at least. That's right. The fact that you are watching this video means you are most likely not toxic. Trust me, I know. The fact that you've made the effort to click on the video and watch till this point, you're most likely not toxic, because you want to know if you are, so that you would stop being that if you were. If what I've spoken about is something that you have experienced, whether from friends or family or even in a professional environment, let me know in the comment section. Share your thoughts about how you were able to deal with the toxic people from your past, the way they behaved. Have they ever taken accountability for the things they've done? Have they, after you have maybe apologized, or maybe you have acknowledged your wrong part, have they shown you the same courtesy to understand you, to meet you on a good level where there is that mutual respect, where they can own up and acknowledge their wrongdoing as well? Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section about your personal experiences with toxic people.